Thanks for sticking around for more Explore Tulsa. Now, Stevie, do you do much of the cooking around the house?
I have a few specialty items.
Yeah, like what, cereal?
No, toast, and toast with butter or Nutella.
Then you could definitely benefit from a few lessons from Candace Conley from The Girl Can Cook.
I am originally from Tulsa. I left, of course, like most people do, for several years, but then settled back down here and had a family. And several years ago, I decided that I loved cooking enough to make it a career, so that's how I ended up becoming a chef. I knew that I didn't just want to cater and cook for people, that I wanted to teach people to cook. There's just this wonderful kind of almost an aha experience when you're teaching them to cook something and then they're like, oh, well, I can do that, or something like that. That's and then when they take the recipes that we do in class and they take them home, and then they'll email me or send me a text message or something that says, I made thus and so and it turned out great, and that's the best thing ever. I like to make things that when people look at them on the plate, they're like, oh, I know what that is, rather than, what is that? And I don't know if I want to eat that or not. So it's always identifiable. It's just a little twist on something. I mean, I certainly have a wild and crazy side, but and we usually get into that during the cooking classes because we do have a lot of fun in there. But I'm pretty straightforward and direct, and I wouldn't go so far as to say no nonsense, because I like to have fun, but I'd say I'm probably somewhere in the middle of the spectrum. Not boring, but not too wild and crazy. Classes are typically Wednesday and Thursday evenings, and then we do a date night every other Tuesday, which is very fun. Our classes are small because we like to keep them as hands-on as possible. And people have the option of, if they want to jump in the kitchen right away, that's great. Or if, they're kind of hesitant, that's okay too. So, but there's always the availability of coming into the kitchen and working right alongside actually everybody else. And people will come into class not knowing each other, and then they'll leave, like long lost friends. It's just great. It depends upon what the topic is, and we'll just work our way through at least 3 recipes. Trying to teach, just kind of basic, a thing that's called mise en place, which is where you have everything prepared before you start cooking, so that you don't get in the middle of, frying or sauteing, and then you realize that you need a chopped onion and you don't even have an onion. So we go through that, basic knife skills, and then the preparation of the recipes themselves so that they all come out at the same time, because sometimes one of the things that people say in class that what intimidates them about cooking is the timing and having everything come out when it's supposed to. I would say just come and have fun, because you don't have to have any skills. You can be very proficient. You can just want to come and watch. It's okay. We just have a good time. It's kind of like a party in someone's house. Any number of people, as you age or mature, or however you want to put it, you start looking for things that really make you happy. And it was sort of like my therapy was to go home and cook, and that just was one of those things that it kind of was a natural progression to doing it as a profession.